If you are looking for trouble, you found it.
Did you know The Simpsons hold the Guinness World Record for most guest stars featured in a TV series? Hop on your couch, sit back, and tune in because we've rounded up over 100 of the best celebrity cameos, Disney appearances, and Marvel references from the entire Simpsons franchise. Yay! Charli D'Amelio danced into The Simpsons in season 33.
What do you do?
Well, I entertain people on their phones while they watch TV.
The social media superstar ended her cameo making a signature TikTok video. Bart has met his mischief match. Loki crosses over from the MCU to star in his own Simpsons short, and he shapeshifts his way into several other episodes of the show.
Finally, a functional family.
Mamma mia! The one and only Christine Baranski performs Dancing Queen in the episode Portrait of a Lackey on Fire. She dances, she jives, and we had the time of our lives.
Oh my God, how much did that cost?
Less than you might think.
Time to hit the runway. Fashion designer Christian Siriano plays a version of himself hosting the parody show America's Got Fabric. With an opportunity like this, you better make it work. And he totally did.
Oh my God, honey, you got catchphrased.
This guy is in everything. Paul Rudd is spotted by comic book guy at Springfield Comic-Con.
Oh, God. I hate my approachable everyman looks.
J.J. Abrams enters another iconic franchise. When the famous director appears on screen, he's accompanied by the animated take on his iconic lens flare.
Homer J, sorry my kids tried to steal from you.
Isn't one Homer enough? During an Into the Spider-Verse parody, we meet several versions of Homer, including a Disney princess that we never want to hear sing again.
People might understand you better if you sing.
This one's a classic. Ben Mankiewicz, a host on Turner Classic Movies, shows up on the TV introducing an old film.
Coming up next on TCM, nothing.
We got another MCU appearance on our hands.
Stellan!
The Swedish actor Stellan Skarsgård plays himself in the episode Podcast News. Und now Werner Herzog, the iconic director who's done character voices before, finally plays himself.
I also fix iPhones.
Cameos, assemble! A parody of the last Avengers movie is complete with voice performances from Kobe Smulders, the Russo brothers, and Kevin Feige himself.
You're funny, but not too funny.
This is a big one. Jason Momoa cashes in on his Aquaman fame doing a public speaking gig at a local festival. All of me loves all of this cameo. John Legend performs as himself, but the real star is his wife and Marge's favorite Instagrammer, Chrissy Teigen. Jane Goodall saves the day. There's no better guest star for a guerrilla plot than the world's most well-known, honestly the world's only well-known primatologist.
Well, thank you.
Got a good handle on cryptocurrency? Nobody does. Simpsons leaves the explaining to TV nerd / real-life actor Jim Parsons.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool.
This cameo is a heartbreaker. The rock band Weezer appears on a cruise in season 31 before playing out the end credits. The Doctor is in. The episode Screenless features a Hulk-like Dr. Drew who just cannot get enough of the game Fruit Ninja. We couldn't stay silent about this one. Actor and director Kevin Smith shows up in season 31, proving the Clerks universe will never die. Gal Gadot is wonderful in her Simpsons appearance. She auditions to play Lisa in the movie Bart's Not Dead.
Gal Gadot reading for Lisa.
You've got the part.
Congratulations, Gal. It's a crossover for the ages. Bob's Burgers takes over the opening sequence for My Way or the Highway to Heaven.
Aw, he looks scared.
Can we keep him? Can we keep him?
No.
Guillermo del Toro is most well known in the Simpsons verse for directing the opening sequence for a Treehouse of Horrors episode, but he also plays himself in season 30.
Hello, I am film director Guillermo del Toro.
But look, Tracy Morgan's here.
Tracy, what are you doing here?
The comedian makes a brief appearance in heaven before being reminded he's all better and can go home. Time for some fresh air. Longtime NPR host Terry Gross voices herself on a few different radio spots.
Well, that's an interesting perspective, Congressman.
What the?
Calm down, it's me, Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe enjoys a brief moment of anonymity doing cosplay before Homer reveals his identity and the boy who lived gets swarmed by a group of fans. Homer spots footprints so big they could only belong to Sideshow Bob or basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal.
Not me. I'm going that way.
Next stop, New Orleans. The Simpsons meet Trombo Shorty playing the tuba. Just kidding, he's playing the trombone.
Humidity under 98%.
The Simpsons are getting sued. TV legend Norman Lear threatens litigation when Marge, Homer, and Lisa sing the theme for All in the Family.
Very nice. See you in court.
OK Go is known for their creative stunts. The band flies in on drones to make a music video for one of their real songs, Upside Down and Inside Out.
Oh no! Now people have to judge us by our music.
Lisa meets Billy in her very own Disney Plus short.
I'm Billie Eilish. Wanna jam?
The Cameos are going corporate. Now that Disney owns The Simpsons, Mickey Mouse makes officially sanctioned appearances on the show. It's not Angelina, but we'll take it. All-star Disney villain Maleficent manages the guest list for the Disney Plus anniversary party.
He gets in? He's not even wearing pants!
Bad Bunny, marriage counselor? The singer resolves a fight through the power of music and destroying Homer's phone. This is the way. To do a cameo, Mando wins an arm wrestling match with fellow space helmet wearer Buzz Lightyear. Gosh, didn't expect to see you here. Goofy graciously allows Homer to be his +1 for the Disney Plus anniversary party when Homer doesn't have an invite of his own. You can't go Disney without getting Donald. Donald Duck tries to order a drink at Moe's, but his squeaky throat voice is mistaken for choking. We can't let this one go. Elsa working with the broom from Fantasia to fill up an ice bucket in a bar? Priceless. Rolling right along, lovable droid BB-8 helps Maggie get her pacifier in her Star Wars reference-heavy preschool. Time to head to the bad side. In Disney Plus's latest short, Lisa spends a day with the Disney villains, including Cruella de Vil, Ursula, and Captain Hook. This is where the magic happens. In Disney Plus's newest Simpsons short, the Disney princesses take the place of the 7 dwarves to recreate the real-life Disney animation building. Hit record. RZA, Snoop Dogg, and Common all step into the recording booth as themselves to help with a parody takedown song.
Peace!
Yo, Common, that was tight.
You'll never believe who else has a cameo.
Stan Lee!
Creator of Marvel Comics?
Okay, guess this one was kind of obvious.
There's nothing too short that I can't cameo.
Take a seat. Disney Animation takes over the opening couch gag, and it's got everything from black and white cartoons to the Jungle Book. The happiest hell on earth. That's the slogan for the Simpsons version of Disneyland, which is full of references to the real thing.
No outside pacifiers.
Well, this is rich. It's not enough to conquer space. Elon Musk has to invade the Simpsons, too.
Between your genius and my nothing, we make a great team.
This is almost a double cameo. An Alan Rickman-like Severus Snape makes an appearance, but he's voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Love is more powerful than all my magic.
You better believe it. Justin Bieber gets caught trying to scam his way into a contest for the lame $25 prize.
That's another $25 we'll never see. Gosh!
She came for the applause. How did Lady Gaga land this? There can be 100 people in the room, but you just need one to believe you can be on The Simpsons.
We're stopping in Springfield.
But-
No buts.
Yes, Chef. Anthony Bourdain, Mario Batali, and Gordon Ramsay appear in Marge's dream to remind her she loves Homer.
You're not as fun as him, and you never will be.
It's like we're living a teenage dream. Katy Perry joins Muppet versions of The Simpsons for a Muppet Christmas special parody.
Someone totally needs a hug.
You've got an enemy. Randy Newman performs this menacing parody of his Toy Story classic when Bart goes up against Pixar. Careful what you wish for, Homer. On a magic carpet ride, Homer runs into the endless impressions of Genie from Aladdin.
No! Usually that ends the dream.
Rats in the kitchen. Either this is Remy from Ratatouille, or animators have a confusing obsession with culinary rodents.
Just like that delightful movie I taped in the theater.
The little trash compactor that could. Pixar's adorable robot makes several appearances throughout the series. How do you parody a parody? If anyone could answer that, it's Weird Al Yankovic and The Simpsons.
Did you ever get the parody songs I sent you?
Yes.
It's the nicest man in Hollywood. Tom Hanks provides a voice of credibility in the Simpsons movie.
Sure thing, son.
What a bunch of American idiots. Rock band Green Day performs the theme song in concert for the movie's opening credits. Loot up! Ludacris first appears as Ludacrest in a dental hygiene video, then as himself threatening legal action over that video. The Simpsons love litigation jokes.
Hey man, that video was made for a one-time only showing in Canada.
Enter Sandman. Metallica breaks down on the side of the road where they're spotted by their biggest Simpsons fan, Otto the bus driver.
Never listen to our music again.
The White Stripes went all in. Not only do they appear on the show, but they have a full Simpsons version of their music video.
Hey, kid, why don't you watch where you're drumming?
Sorry, White Stripes.
Send in the clowns. Krusty hires Stephen Sondheim to do some songwriting in season 18.
No counterpoint! Bam! Peppy!
Oh bother. Homer has a nightmare about bears that features cameos from Pooh, Paddington, and many other famous furry friends.
It's Mick Jagger and Keith Richards!
Even the Rolling Stones have gone Simpsons yellow. Ron Howard jokes aren't just for Arrested Development. The child star turned director shows up as himself on The Simpsons too.
Sold! Howard, you've done it again.
Touchdown! Football Hall of Famer Joe Namath makes an appearance in several episodes of the show.
I'm Joe Namath. Good night.
He's a real boy. Actually, Pinocchio appears as his puppet self in the Disney Plus special and an earlier Treehouse of Horror. It's the circle of life. Animals are born, then animated by Disney, then parodied by The Simpsons. This is pretty magical. There are lots of Fantasia Easter eggs throughout the show, from the Sorcerer's Hat to the Bald Mountain Beastie. This guy was made for the Treehouse of Horror. Author Stephen King makes a cameo and his work is referenced regularly.
Oh, I don't feel like writing horror right now.
Oops, they did it again. The Simpsons just couldn't leave Brittany alone.
Don't give me that kiss of death.
This appearance is golden. Betty White strong-arms the audience into sponsoring PBS.
Well, now it's your turn to phone it in.
This one's always on our mind. Who knew Willie Nelson was a former resident of Springfield? They may take our lives, but they will never take our cameos. Mel Gibson guest stars during the height of his fame before the height of his infamy. The Force is strong with this one. A Jedi Mark Hamill takes The Simpsons by storm.
Poor Mark Hamill. That swarm of nerds is gonna kill him.
Homer might not recognize her, but we sure do. Before funding a vaccine, Dolly Parton worked 9 to 5 on The Simpsons.
I better scoot to that halftime show. See ya!
Remember when rock was young? Neither do we, but Elton John does, and he brought his piano to Springfield to remind us. It's our favorite Baldwin brother.
Billy Baldwin!
Right, that's exactly who we meant.
Nobody knows we're in Springfield, and we want to keep it that way.
This cameo is genius. Scientist Stephen Hawking joins Homer for a drink at Moe's, and Homer tries to stick him with the bill. The world's only flying elephant. Dumbo shows up a lot in The Simpsons, including one unfortunate appearance as a pachyderm Nazi. What is a perfect cameo? Jeopardy host Alex Trebek appears from his famous game show podium.
Judges?
Red Mom!
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Mary Poppins gets the full parody treatment with the imperfect nanny Sherry Bobbins. These two are out of this world. Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny track down aliens as their detective characters from the X-Files. It's a British invasion. Beatles members Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr all appeared on the show, but their cameos were in separate episodes. We have liftoff. Before Buzz Lightyear, there was Buzz Aldrin, heading on a space mission with Homer.
We have a potentially critical situation here.
Mickey Rooney, a former Hollywood child star, takes Milhouse's place in Radioactive Man.
Movie stardom is just so hollow.
This is insane in the membrane. When The Simpsons recreate Lollapalooza, Cypress Hill is the first act to perform.
It smells like Otto's jacket.
Peter Frampton to the stage. This English musician also rocks out at the Simpsons-ified Music Festival. The great kings of the past are up here. Mufasa appears in the sky alongside Darth Vader and the actor who voiced them both, James Earl Jones. Why settle for one cameo when you can get a whole cast? The Cheers actors parody a scene from their adored show. This is pure comedy. Comedy legend Mel Brooks performs a vaudeville-style routine with Homer in the car.
Of course, we was caves, but every cave had a national anthem.
Who shot Mr. Burns? Musician Tito Puente might be the culprit. You'd have to watch season 7 to find out. Time for late night. Former Simpsons writer Conan O'Brien returns to the show as himself when Bart gets famous.
Just do the line.
I didn't do it.
The Ramones are here. The band disrupts Mr. Burns' party after he hires them to sing Happy Birthday. Here's a folksy cameo for you. James Taylor serenades astronauts from NASA's Mission Control. Nothing more exciting than a celebrity you've never heard of. That was the joke when The Simpsons brought in Ernest Borgnine as a celebrity Boy Scouts leader. Elizabeth Taylor is famous for voicing Maggie's first words. She also appears as herself in Krusty Gets Cancelled. We want her to know that she's our hero. Bette Midler joins The Simpsons to wish Krusty a fond farewell when his show gets cancelled, before he has a comeback. Here's Johnny. The late-night host Johnny Carson is also among the celebrities on Krusty's Goodbye special.
Hi,
Hi-yo!
Boom. Pow. Batman TV star Adam West is disappointed that Bart and Lisa don't recognize him as the Caped Crusader. This one's real smooth. Barry White uses his dulcet tones to protect the snakes of Springfield.
Anything for a lady.
Linda Ronstadt sings the jingle for Barney's Mr. Plow commercial. What's new, pussycat? Singer Tom Jones is held captive by Mr. Burns and forced to sing the hits. Captain's log. This is an excellent cameo. Star Trek legend Leonard Nimoy made several appearances on The Simpsons. It's the man behind the mouse. Walt Disney, or at least his tomb, appears in an early Treehouse of Horror. It's Homer at the bat, joined by an impressive lineup of guest stars including Roger Clemens, Jose Canseco, and Darryl Strawberry. Did you know about all of these guest star appearances? With hundreds to choose from, we're sure you remember some other cameos from the 34 seasons of The Simpsons too. Drop your all-time favorite in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more celebrity spottings in the world of animation. Thanks for stopping by.